Ciao to everyone!
Ciao!
We are in the middle of the countryside in the beginning of the spring, and this time we are going to find wild herb.
Nettle, one of the plants with the greatest number of medicinal properties. Are you ready, Gabri?
Let's go!
Here we have a field of wild nettle. Nettle is rich in folic acid and iron and is used in case of anemia and arthritis. Remember when you're going to pick up to use thick gloves, this black one is very good because it's very pungent. Usually we use this upper part to do our recipe like a risotto or meatballs. Also is used in infusion. It's an excellent remineralizing, anti-anemic, purifying and diuretic. It's fantastic wild herbs. Today protagonist of this recipe is nettle. Here we are, it's a wild herb that we use for a typical Tuscany recipe called Gnudi. That means naked, it's the filling of the ravioli. So the ingredients for the recipe are, of course, nettle, eggs, parmesan, ricotta cheese, usually we use the cheap one, then flour, durum flour, and of course to season it's pepper, salt and extra virgin olive oil for our production. So let's start. Okay, so nettle is a wild herb that usually you find in places where they're not cultivated, so a kind of abandoned field. So that's why it's very wild and clean. So to use a nettle, we just take the sprout and the tender leaves. It's enough to take these tender leaves because then we are going to boil and using in different kinds of recipe. Of course, after you boil, you can take out your thick loaves because they're not anymore. We are going to boil the nettle to prepare the Gnudi version. We start with ricotta cheese, parmesan, 1 egg, and then we mix well all these ingredients, and at the end we add our nettle that we already cooked and squeeze it from all the water we can. And then it depends how liquid it is. We add also 1 teaspoon of flour, tablespoon. Now the dough of Gnudi is ready, you know, it's mixed very well. So to understand how much flour we need to put, we need to touch, okay? And the dough doesn't need to stick to our hand, so we need a little bit more flour. Okay, now the consistency is good, it's ready, you know, doesn't stick anymore, maybe a little bit, but we need to pass in the durum. We need to put some salt and some pepper. Okay, perfect. Now we are ready to prepare the gnudi. Let's make a shape. Remember that they are the filling of ravioli. So could be a shape like this. We pass in our durum and then we put here because we are going to boil. Okay, continue like this. We are going now to cook the gnudi and to boil. So we add some salt and then we start to add the gnudi to the boiling water. The gnudi that will be ready when they're going up. Gnudi are ready, you know, they are going up, so we just need to put some oil and put it here. Okay. Our gnudi are ready, we already boiled, we put in a tray, so we just need to put some butter on top, like curly, and we add also half tablespoon to cover each noodle. We are going to gratinate it in the oven for 5 minutes under the grill. Now we are going to put in the oven under the grill 5 minutes. Bye bye. our gnudi are ready. Enjoy! Ciao and see you to the next video recipe. Bye!